Welcome to the BHV headquarters in South West London. My name is William Harmuch, Managing Director. Today we're here to judge Dream Corps competition week 10, which ran from March the 7th to March the 13th. Before we do that, I'd like to say congratulations to last week's winner, Michael Awas, who won the amazing Range Rover Sport, and you can see us surprising him both on our YouTube channel and website. I'd now like to introduce today's lawyer, Richard Bush, who will be overseeing proceedings today and informing BHV of the winner. So Richard, if you'd like to come in.
Morning, Will.
Morning, Richard. How are you?
Morning, very well, thank you.
Great.
Morning, my name's Richard Bush. I'm from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging today. Firstly, I would like to confirm that all the competition data has been provided to the auditors Wilkins Kennedy, and I would now like to introduce today's judges in order to select their positions. First judge today, Mr. Matt Cannon. Morning, Matt.
Morning. Yeah, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee. I referee in the Southern Amateur League, in various academies and representative games, and I still play football.
If I could ask you to please select your...
It's a red card.
Second judge today, Mr. Ari Mendonca. Morning, Ari.
Morning. My name is Ari Mendonca. I'm a referee since 2002. I'm allocated by the FA to Essex Senior League and Spartan South Midlands.
And if I could ask you to please select your card.
So yellow.
Thirdly, Mr. Matthew Ray. Morning, Matthew.
Morning. Hi, my name is Matthew Ray. I've affiliated in multiple counties across England and have refereed from grassroots through to professional academies.
And if I could ask you to please select your card.
Yeah. Green.
Fourth judge today, Mr. Peter Giorgio. Morning, Peter.
Hi, I'm Peter Giorgio. I'm an AFA senior futsal and football referee, tutor, mentor and assessor.
If I could get you to please split your card.
Blue.
And last but not least, Mr. Gareth Dineen. Sorry, Gareth.
Morning, Richard.
Gareth.
Good morning. My name's Gareth Dineen. I'm a senior county referee and I appoint referees to various competitions and academies across London.
And if I could ask you to please take the final card.
The last one, I think. The orange card.
Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I will ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. I will then ask you to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, how are we all looking, judges? 30 seconds, or is everyone happy with where they are? Is everyone happy? Good. Okay, Matt, talk us through your thinking.
We have two players in the shot, one challenging for a ball and the other one just watching. The red player, who's I think just about to head the football, is at the top of his jump. His arms are quite extended and his forehead's furrowed, and I believe he's just about to head the ball. And if you follow his eye line, he's just looking slightly up and to his left. And judging by the player in the fluorescent yellow below, I've gauged where the ball is in relation to the red guy's head, which I think is just above his elbow and halfway between his head and his left arm.
Okay, Ari, talk us through your decision making.
Two players as well. I felt that the player in red is just millesime seconds about to head the ball as well. To get to the position of the ball, I used his body language and the eyes of the player in yellow, and that's where I placed the ball the way it is.
Okay, Mr. Ray, please justify your position.
Okay, it's definitely going to be the red player going to win the ball here. I've really looked at his body language and his eyes. Looking at the player in the yellow or fluorescent top, I think his eyes would actually bring the ball too far to my right or too high up to agree. So I've really primarily gone off the red player and used the fluorescent player as an onlooker. So looking at the eyes of the red player and the fact that he's wincing just about the head ball, I think it's quite close and along that line where I've placed it.
Okay, Gareth, please talk us through how you come to put your cross where you have.
Right, there are two players only involved in this. There's no help whatsoever from the crowd behind. They're all out of focus. The red player is coiling up his body just about to head the ball, and I think it's coming fast down onto him. His jaw's set, his neck muscles are tight, so it's close to him, so he's going to head the ball. I think it's just above his shoulder. It's his left shoulder. I think it's very close to him. The other angle from the player in the fluorescent shirt gives me the height, which I think is just above his head and just above the white band on his shirt.
And finally, Peter, if you could please take us through your decision.
Yeah, I generally agree with most of my colleagues. Red player, he's rising to head the ball, and looking at the way his face is grimacing, just about to, it's, like I said, he's about to head the ball, and it's close to him. And what I have done is I've used the guy in the fluorescent yellow, and his direction of his head and eyes, he's looking directly in front of the red player's head, so that's where I've placed it.
Thank you, Peter. Judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
Right. You all had your placements pretty much close to each other. Mine one is slightly on top to the right. Because let's put.
What we have got
there.
is a nice angle.
Yeah.
One straight line from the actual angle from his head.
The line.
So
Yeah, from that line. Yeah.
Something along there.
I think it's flatter than that, Matt.
Flatter?
Yeah, it's flatter than that one if you look at the
I
angle.
think
Well,
we're
if you-
almost following his arm.
Mr. Cannon, if you can do the arrow on there, through those lines.
From there.
No. Matthew can follow it.
actually you can use the yellow one as well.
This
actually.
one.
Use the yellow one as well.
That one there.
That's it.
It's
We'll
almost
place that
line
mark.
of his eye.
You're
Yeah,
still a
the
bit
line.
steep there, Matthew, I think, compared to that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
parallel with his arm.
Yeah.
Parallel.
Definitely yes.
Yeah.
So along that line somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at the red player's eyes, just as a?
Yeah, it's that way definitely. And the reason that I put mine slightly higher than yours is because I felt that the player, his body language is not straight yet because he's preparing to head, and there will be a gap in between. Where you guys place your dots is where he's going to really head the ball. But to get there, there will be a gap always. Of movement towards the ball and the head. So that's why I think the ball, it will get to that position.
That
It
depends
was-
on the speed of the ball coming
Yeah,
in, doesn't
exactly.
it?
It will always depend on that as well.
Well, I've gone lower than you, Harry, because I think he's at the top of his jump with his
Mhm.
arms up. He's not. I don't think he's going to go much further forward. He's quite high.
Yeah,
with his
yeah,
waist to the other player.
Yeah, it is. But as you can see, his body is not straight yet. And if he heads the ball the way he is at the moment, it will go wide, high. He wouldn't head anywhere else.
It's close to him because he's
You know,
neck
because
muscles
he's
are
still
all
doing
covered.
that. You need to do the actual movement still, isn't it?
I think it's difficult though. I mean, looking at a 2D picture, we can't judge the depth distance of the ball to him.
Mhm.
So I think although we have placed the ball closer than you, Harry,
Mm-hmm.
the distance to his face, depth-wise, might actually be enough that
To-
he can still get
Yeah.
his head forward and head the ball.
Yeah.
I've really looked.
Because if it was down, if it was a little bit down as well, he wouldn't be looking. He would be looking almost already over here. If he's really ready to do it, and he is,
Yeah,
to
but
be
it-
there, his eyes would be on this direction, because he would be preparing to do this, isn't it?
No, I think it's because it's a 2D picture. You can't.
Yeah.
The depth of it there. I think it's close. He's just about to head it.
I mean,
Yeah, he is. He
Yeah,
is.
that's
Definitely
quite a
is.
long way to travel to be that high up.
I mean,
It depends on the velocity.
also not
Yeah.
everyone, not everyone goes like that to hit a ball.
Yeah.
So it's. I think what's really good is using the guy down here.
This one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for his eye angle, which gives it credibility. Close, I think, much closer.
Okay.
I'd
So
like
let's-
to come in a
let's-
little bit, yeah.
Let's.
Where's the
So-
compromise position for those 5
So-
crosses? If it's,
I think-
it's in here, is it not?
Over there. Yeah, I think so.
About there.
Yeah, I would go for that.
So it's just above
Okay,
the orange and
let's-
green crosses.
Let's check the eyes of these. The yellow one, please.
Yeah, have a look.
Yeah, just try to.
Can you come away? Just bring the magnifier away.
Yeah.
I still think, I don't know how reliable that yellow player is for me,
Mm.
because he's he's looking very upwards.
Yeah.
I just think the red player is so much more reliable.
And then
Goal.
the eyes of the red one. Look where he's aiming. Is in this direction. Just
Definitely,
now it's a matter
yeah.
of
Yeah.
getting the. Okay, let's place it more over here.
Well,
I would like to come
still-
down
that's
a little bit
possibly,
more?
yeah.
The compromised position is much above the white band on his shirt, I think.
And actually, the compromised position is the four cluster together.
Yeah, I agree with Peter.
It's the four
The
cluster
further
together.
we,
The
yeah.
one that's a little bit over that
Yeah.
way, I can understand,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the cluster
Mhm.
is probably a better starting point. What do you think?
Yeah, if we go higher and towards you, Harry,
Mhm.
you've got
You're taking
four
all those-
people.
Yeah, of
So the
course.
compromise is between you and
Between-
four other decisions.
Yeah.
And I think
Just-
the
just,
compromised position is better off in the cluster.
In the cluster.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's too much doubt about what this ball could be doing and whether it's coming in quickly
Mm-hmm.
to make it. I mean, I think this cluster is more plausible than the yellow one, which is just too far away for me.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
So that's to the left of this white band on his left arm, and along that trajectory. Gareth, you've got it.
Yeah.
Could you turn that towards me,
This
just so I can? And if Matt, if you can align that.
You could just go
I like that.
I think
Okay.
it's straight line.
Arm.
Yeah.
So it's in between.
So
halfway
more
between
over
you and
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I
think
think
no.
we've come a bit too
Yeah, I
close
think
So
now.
you go
I think
higher and
it's a
over to
little
the
bit.
right.
That's what I was suspecting as well.
Let's have a quick look at it.
That's still a little bit low for the compromise of the cluster.
Yeah, can
Should
we
be-
still
Yeah,
come a little bit?
it's
further?
really in line with the bottom of his neck.
The neck of
The
the
guy at the back. It's slightly
So-
higher than that. Yeah, something like that.
over there.
That's the compromise for the full cluster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's work on that point then, shall we?
Well, is the compromise of the four cluster not in the middle of the four cluster?
Well, it's taken a bit of that's
We're taking a bit of Harry, so
We're taking a bit of Harry's.
compromise with this is
Yeah.
in the middle of all those four.
Yeah.
We're compromising with Harry's being higher
Yeah,
by pushing over to the right.
To the right.
I can
Oh.
definitely understand what Harry's saying though,
Yeah.
in that the ball, he isn't just about to touch the ball. We've got to think this is the centre of the ball.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
I
don't know the
think
speed of it though, that's the thing, do we?
True,
But
well, I mean-
he's wound up enough to go and head the ball. And I think his arms are about to start to pull himself down, so he's going to get on top of it and then he'll head it. But we don't know which way he's going to head it. Is he going to head it, towards the right, out of the screen?
He's headed to this direction over here.
Well, it could be coming this way, couldn't it? So
I think a good guide is that guy in also in the fluorescent. I think he's actually looking just in front of the red player's head.
I think.
That's my
This one?
opinion.
In higher, had he been looking up,
Yeah, it's
he'd
actually
be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think?
That's-
what we're saying. We want to come along. Or?
no, I'll leave it where it is up for the time being. I think. I think where you've got the cross on the right-hand screen, I think he's looking at I think the yellow player is looking at that cross. It's now.
I think looking at the red player's eyes, he's looking a little bit steeper than where we've got it. I'd like to bring it a touch to our left.
I believe that to the left. I think we will.
Go onto his eyes again with him magnified.
This
thing,
one?
Harry.
Yeah. Isn't by the look, he's almost closing the left eye.
Yeah.
So I believe he's going to add that way over there. Definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, if we look at the lines on the back of the picture here, we're on this darker line,
Mm-hmm.
but the crosses we have on there, if you want to go to the centre of the cluster, up to the left of that match,
Which it is.
where
You-
I would like
it's
I'd like to
slightly
come
to the
smidgen.
left. Okay.
Slightly to the left.
Just a touch to the left, yeah. I wouldn't change the height too much.
There it will be
Just
like
a-
that.
Yeah.
Well, you're in a hot seat, Harry. It's a bit,
Yeah.
it's how comfortable
Well-
you are with how much you can compromise your position against our four.
Well, I can see your 4 points over there, and on that compromise, I would go slightly to the right. Just slightly, but staying on the same area that
Same on the same angle.
Yeah,
you like
exactly,
it?
same angle, but
No.
slightly to the right.
Yeah.
See, that's not steep, quite steep enough, Matt. You need to push your hand up a bit.
Go out.
Bring it
Sorry,
down.
I need to be face on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn it. That's still a bit shallow.
You want to be high?
No, shallow. So you need to make
It needs to come down a bit.
Yeah.
slightly down.
I would keep this same.
Right.
Yeah.
That way your cross is, Matt.
We're in that area, aren't we?
No,
Yeah.
I'm left.
I like to see it come over slightly more to the left, slightly down.
Slightly left.
It's just that
If we look at his
you're
eyes
looking
again,
at the
if you look at his eyes again, I think we first started off with we're along the angle. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Eric.
Yes, alright.
We're along the angle with the 4 crosses. All the crosses go through the centre of an angle or
Yeah,
slope,
yeah,
which
yeah.
Matt's gone through.
Which
We
we've
will
got.
agree that. Yeah. Now, if we come lower, I don't think the red player's eyes match it.
I mean lower, so it's slightly lower and to the right. Sorry, to the left, so you're right.
So along that.
So along
That's
that
right.
line.
That's
It's
what
along the line. The line is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, well, we have to look at the arms. If he was adding to the way you guys are saying to the left, his arms will be in front of him. He's preparing his arms to that diagonal over there. So I think the ball should be not to the left. Definitely not.
No, I don't think
Should
he's
be-
going from where he's heading the ball. It's just the height of his arms, to me, says he's at the top of his jump. There's very little distance for the ball to go. That's the point I was making, not
Yeah.
where he's
I
going to
don't
head it.
think.
Yeah,
I agree
but-
with you on that.
But the position of the ball should be that if not, you will be doing a very strange movement, isn't it?
Only if the ball's where you
Perhaps it's a
said.
twist in
Yeah.
Because I think if he's just about to head the ball, he's coming
Look at
straight
his-
at the ball with his 2 arms. The ball's in between his 2 arms.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to head the ball.
If we look at his face as well, he's about to blink. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's very close to him. It's a long way away, but
So look,
So what do you think? Where we have at
is
the
that?
moment?
I mean, that's a compromise at the moment, which is a compromise of the 4 crosses, and it's whether you're happy with that one, Harry.
Yeah, I'm happy with this one. Like this, I'm happy. Not to the left, no possible. I wouldn't be happy with it if you would go a bit more.
Well, that looks like to be a compromise between
Yeah.
the ones we got.
Yeah. Okay, judges, we've
What
had,
do
a,
you,
we've had a very healthy discussion here.
Matt,
Slight divergence.
what do you think?
Slight divergence of views, but is everyone at a point where collectively they're happy with the decision that the panel has come to?
I would stay happy with it, with where it is at the moment.
Yeah, I'm happy with where we put the cross at the moment.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. Looking at the red player's eyes and going off that, I'm happy with where.
Peter, are you happy with where it sits?
I'd like to see it slightly get over to the left, but if the consensus is wherever you're going to put it there, I'm happy to go with the majority.
Yes.
So as a collective, you're happy that that's a position you're
Yeah.
happy to agree to as a collective?
Yeah.
Excellent, right. Let me just... Okay, the winning coordinates that the panel have arrived at are 911489. Again, that's 911489. These coordinates will now be passed to independent auditors Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition.